Positive energy all the time. Good to see you all today. And today I'm going to list 10 great herbs. And there's a lot of great herbs, but I tried to list 10 that you would be able to use without uh, necessarily being aware that you're getting a medical benefits from it. Because some herbs we have to take specifically for what we think is medical benefits or prevention of illness or something. Then there's other herbs that we take without really being aware of the benefits of these herbs. So I'm going to list a lot of the herbs that people are taking regularly, are using regularly without really paying much attention to it. And they're very convenient. So it's something that you probably should have around and just get used to using it all the time. Get used to using these herbs all the time. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm up ready to go. We got a heat wave coming to Chicago. It's going to be extremely hot, hotter than usual for a few days. So if you are in the heat wave, make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you check on the elderly. Make sure that they're staying cool. Do whatever you can do to keep the elderly cool. Even if they have to come stay with you for a couple of days, if they don't have air conditioning, it's almost impossible to keep them cool. Because this heat wave could be serious, for sure. Yep. I'm drinking a little tea. That's really not a tea, it's just something I made up. Some black maca root, water, and maple syrup. This is a way I can get certain stuff into my body. I just force it. I just put it in some water, add some sweetener, a little maple syrup, and I never know I'm getting it. If I don't do that, it's hard for me to remember. I got so many herbs and so many um, nutrients and so many vitamins that I have to take or that I choose to take. I don't have to. But I have so many vitamins and nutrients that I choose to take that it's hard for me to keep a schedule of. And so I take a lot of supplements. I like to supplement my nutrition just in case my food is leaning one way or the other. It's not that I eventually get everything, but I like it to be balanced as much as possible, especially while I'm exercising. I'm going through these exercise routines, so I'm taking a lot of supplements. Yes, indeed. It's uh, it's a task for sure. So I'm going to go through these herbs. I picked out 10 herbs. I had a list of about 20, 15 or 20. But I decided to pick out the 10 rather than just name off a bunch of herbs and what they do. I figured a better angle was to pick out some herbs and tell, one thing that they do, but put it on your mind so you'll keep it around. Some herbs that's real convenient to use. Good to see you, Danielle. So I'm trying to pick some herbs that's really convenient for you to use. And let's get started. Okay, herb number 1, basil. Now, the reason I made this list is because you can cook with these herbs. And by being able to cook with these herbs, you're able to get some type of benefits without actually using it for the benefits. So that's why I say these are very convenient herbs to take because you don't really take them, you just cook with them. You just add them to your meals, get you a nice spice rack. Try to get glass. It's a shame it's so expensive. Or get your dry herbs, blend them up yourself, and keep refilling the same glass jars. That's what I'm planning to do in the future, in the near future. Just get me a bunch of jars, glass spice jars, one time, and label which spice go in which one. And then I'm going to just dry out my own herbs. I'm really trying to eliminate plastic, trying to eliminate a whole lot of metal, unless it's iron, cast iron, in some cases stainless steel. But I'm trying to figure out a way to glass. So I'm slowly trying to figure out a way how to eliminate plastic totally. I'm working on it. Aluminum, I've been got rid of that. And metal, unless it's, like I said, cast iron. I might use copper. I have to check in the copper to see if the dishes are 100% copper. I think that might be good. And glassware. I'm trying to go like that. Good to see you, Loopy. I got your message last night. That was very, very, uh, that was kind of interesting, frightening too. I'm going to look into that and talk about that because these forever chemicals, they're everywhere. And so, you all, basil is a good one. Basil is good for reducing stress. So, every time you're cooking with basil, you could possibly be reducing stress, depending on how much stress you're under. But basil is surely a good spice. A good spice for sure. Basil offers a variety of health benefits due to its rich nutritional profile and potent compound. It is a good source of antioxidants, vitamins A, C, and K, and minerals like magnesium and iron. Basil may help reduce inflammation, improve digestion, and promote cardiovascular health. Additionally, it may help with blood sugar regulation and offer antimicrobial and stress reducing properties. So, basil is definitely a winner, no doubt. No doubt. Basil is definitely a winner. So, try to incorporate basil into your cooking regimen for sure. Herb number 2, oregano. Oregano is antibacterial. Antibacterial. And the most used oregano is Greek. Greek oregano is the one most used, right? Now, oregano offers various health benefits due to its rich antioxidant, antimicrobial, and inflammatory properties. It may aid digestion, support the immune system, and potentially help with respiratory issues. Additionally, oregano is a good source of vitamins and minerals, including vitamin K, iron, and calcium. So, as you can see, not only do these herbs kind of help you with certain breathing or bacteria or stress, they also seems the first few had vitamin K in it. So, it's adding a nutrient that you might have to get it wherever you can. You know, you might have to get it wherever you can. So oregano is another good one to have in the kitchen. I use a lot now. Oregano definitely does a lot. Pests don't like it, like bugs and stuff don't like oregano. I think parasites don't really like oregano. Oregano oil is so strong that even if you take one drop and put it in a glass and drink it, it'll have you on fire. It's really strong. Okay, it's really strong. It's unbelievable. Okay, and that's something that I wouldn't take without advice from a doctor, especially if you got uh, certain preconditions. That might be too much for you. You can't just be taking these herbs until you really find out what it is. You can't just be taking herbs like that. That's why these herbs are the best, because these herbs are already tried and tested the way they're cooked. See, when you cook oregano, you don't get the same as you get from oregano oil because that's concentrated. So rather than, going with it concentrated, it's much better to just use it in your food often and let your body work on its own. It's still going to work. It's still going to work. It don't have to be that strong to work. You taking the oil only because you haven't been eating it regularly. If you've been eating it regularly, you would have enough oregano going through your system where there wouldn't be no parasites in there anyway. So that's why these herbs I'm giving you are great, because these herbs you could cook with them, or you can make tea with them and save yourself a big headache from waiting until something happened and then going back and taking them. It's like a preventive medicine in the food. Food is like a preventive medicine. When you're eating citrus, you're getting vitamin C. Okay, vitamin C is very important, right? Very important. The next one is thyme. And thyme is real good for respiratory issues. Real good for your breathing, your respiratory issues. And it's great for cooking. Now, the thyme that people use the most is French thyme. All right? Is the one that's used the most. And thyme offers a variety of health benefits due to its rich composition of vitamins, minerals, and beneficial compounds like thymol. It's known for its immune boosting properties, potential to fight infections, and ability to promote respiratory health. Thyme also has anti inflammatory, antioxidant, and antimicrobial effects, which can be beneficial for skin health, digestion, and overall well being. So, once again, you could see that if you're cooking with these often, you could be really helping yourself a lot just by cooking it. You know, you could really be helping yourself a lot just by cooking it. Just by cooking it. So it'll be very wise for you to begin to use it, to check it out. It'll be smart. It'll be very wise to use it. Very wise. For sure. You know what I'm saying? It will be very, very wise to add that to your repertoire. You add that to your repertoire, and you'll get a lot of benefits from it. Seriously. And this way, just in your daily cooking, you'll be able to avoid some problems just in cooking. You'll be able to avoid some problems and be adding things to your system that could be definitely uh, beneficial, and you won't even be paying attention that that's what you're doing. You won't even be paying attention that that's what's going on. Just naturally, you'll be able to improve your health without even a lot of work or anything. Without even a lot of work. And boom, you're straight. And so, like every time you go to the store, it takes a while to build up these herbs. So every time you go to the store, you're gonna have to buy these herbs. Every time you go to the store. Yeah, every time you go to the store, you're gonna have to buy those herbs. That way, you don't got to spend all your money at one time trying to get them. You don't have to worry about trying to catch up. You're too far behind. You don't have enough. You won't have to worry about that. You'll be able to easily uh, get them into your system without a lot of work. Easily. And that makes all the difference in the world. All the difference. For sure. There's no better way to help yourself with your health than to add it into your food. And by adding, these things into your food, that can make all the difference in the world. Yeah. That can make a difference. That can make a huge difference. Instead of going through a whole lot of nonsense and because it's really hard to keep up with your herbs because sometimes you've been used them up before you realize that you've used them up. So by doing it like that, give me a minute. I got to try to get this kick together here. By doing it like that, you just save yourself a whole bunch of headaches. Save yourself a whole bunch of headaches like that. And so I thought this was a good way to to promote these herbs instead of just going down a list of herbs, you know, and just rattling off herbs like that. You know what I'm saying? Fresh thyme is real good, really, really, really good on salad. You're 100% correct. You're 100% correct. So I figured this was a great list. Uh, I went out my way. Some of the herbs people don't use that much, so I tried not to really uh, put those on there. I wanted to put the ones on there that would be the most easiest, especially for people that are transitioning. Because if you're transitioning, not only are you not only do you have to find out what to put in your body, but you're learning how to cook differently. And spices is a good way to help your taste buds transition. Creating some nice food with flavor will make it much easier for you to transition. Now, another one, number 4, is parsley. And parsley cleans the kidneys. That's what parsley does. Parsley is real great. Parsley cleans the kidneys, keeps the kidneys nice and clean. Parsley is a nutritional powerhouse, right? Offering a wide range of health benefits. It's packed with vitamins like A, C, and K. and important minerals like calcium, magnesium, and potassium. Parsley also boasts antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties, supports bone health, boosts immunity, and can aid digestion. So you see, we're on four, and out of those four, right, you're going to be adding to your vitamin A, your vitamin C, your vitamin K, your calcium, and other vitamins just by adding these to your meal. And you got to understand that even though these plants are kind of small, plants pack a powerhouse. Plants pack a wallop, okay, for sure. This is why cows and all the animals eat them. When a cow get out there grazing, a lot of these herbs ain't out there. But if these herbs was out there, some of these they would eat, depending on if it's something they like. But for the most part, they probably would eat all of them if they was out there. They would probably eat all of them for sure, without any hesitation. They'd probably eat them all without hesitation. you know, think about it. They probably go crazy. You know. So parsley is another great item to cook with. You can just cook with it, boom, and you're adding more nutrition to the food you're already cooking. And then just imagine how much nutrition is in the food you're cooking. And now your herbs is adding some medicinal effects, some nutrition. And that's how the meal ends up being so good for the body, because you're eating a variety of plants. So you're getting some of everything. This is what they don't teach in school, because all these plants, they're not exactly alike. And they carry various nutrients and various compounds that are very good for the body. This is why the older people used to say, eat your vegetables, eat your vegetables, eat your vegetables. That's why they used to say that. So yeah, parsley is powerful. So add that to your food for sure. Parsley. Add all of these: basil, oregano, thyme, and parsley. Add them to your meals. And you'll be able to tell the difference. Now, the next one, and this is a powerful one too: rosemary. Rosemary is real powerful. And rosemary is an antioxidant. Rosemary offers a wide array of benefits, including improved memory and focus, enhanced mood, and potential protection against certain diseases. It's also known for its anti inflammatory and antioxidant properties, as well as its ability to support the immune system and improve circulation. So, all of that is great. Your mood, protection against certain diseases, anti inflammatory, antioxidant, and it overall supports your immune system. And so just imagine the health benefits of these going through your body for a whole 365 days. And, without you really paying attention to it, along with all the other fruits and vegetables you're eating. Just imagine how great that is. Now, the next one, cilantro. Cilantro detoxifies the body. So imagine detoxing, cleaning out your body with cilantro. That's why a lot of times when you go to these juice bars, you get your basic juice, you have them throw stuff like that in there, right? And when they throw stuff like that in there, it's going to go in there and it's going to definitely clean you out. You know what I'm saying? When you purchase them, yeah, but see, here go the thing: buy the spice, buy the spice, buy the spice. Okay. So buy basil, oregano, thyme, parsley, rosemary. All those you could use as a spice. So all you would have to do is just put your cilantro in your salad or whatever. You ain't gonna buy nothing but a little bit. You're gonna eat that. But the rest of them, the reason I said these are so convenient because most of them can be in a spice jar where they'll last forever, or at least for a year before they lose too much potency. So that's what made me want to post this group, Infamous, because of the benefit you can have spice. So you always getting it in your system. You cooking, you should be cooking with oregano. You should be cooking with thyme. You should be cooking with rosemary. You should be using that in your food. Especially a food that's liquidy, like if you make a soup. And if you make the soup, right, and you're putting that in the soup, that's going to boil that essence out into that soup. And when you're drinking that soup, that's like straight medicine. Because when you put the steam to it or some warm water to it, that's going to pull that medicine up in that dry spice. That's why you can smell it through the house, because it brings it to life when you cook with it. Spices were made to dry and save. You see, the earth was set up a way for you to survive. And a lot of these plants were made in a way where you could dry them and then put your own moisture during the winter or during the season where there's not no planting, and you could put your own moisture and make food. Just like you get some noodles and they be hard and dry, right? But then you put them in the water, boom, they turn soft. Now you got food. So spices work in that type of way. So that's what made this. That's why I said that are convenient to use, uh, Marty Mar, because with that, you just be cooking with them. And you're getting in your system because you can taste it. You can taste oregano. You can taste cayenne pepper. You know it's getting in there. You can taste these things. So that's what makes this list fantastic, because you just got them in the cabinet. Try to buy glass jars. We got to get off the plastic. And, the glass jars cost a little more. So you might want to buy some jars and get you some whole herbs somewhere that's not in glass and just put them in the bottles yourself and store, get you some little bulk, all of them bulk. That's some spice stores. They have spice stores where you can get it in like a croquet sack, like little bag. And you just go get a bunch of them, and then you fill up your little glass jars yourself, because they're going to charge you more for the glass. They rob you for everything. but you can just have your own glass jars. That's what I got to do. The spices are expensive, but when you get them, when you get them a little bulk, you're gonna save money in the long run. Imagine you ain't got to go back and get spices maybe for a year or two, unless it's one you're using a lot. So you can have them. You can have them stored, sealed, vacuum sealed, or something in a bag. They're already dry, so they won't mold or anything, and save yourself a fortune. There's a little. If you live in Chicago, there's a little spice store down in Hyde Park right there. No, not Hyde Park. Right there on 55th, where that Walgreens and that Starbucks is, like LaSalle and North Avenue. And it's just south on LaSalle. It's a little spice store right there. The fudge pot is right there that makes the candy. I'm gonna go there and just buy my stuff, start buying my stuff bulk. Give me some glass jar spice jars from Amazon for cheap. And man, I'm not gonna keep because I'll be going through these spices and they be trying to rob me for the glass jars. I'm trying to get away from plastic. But for sure, cilantro is the way to go. Now, another great one, sage. Sage, they say sage helps increase your memory, right? I don't know if I want to increase my memory or not, but I know that I don't be remembering stuff, but I be trying not to remember. I don't know if that's a good thing. So I try not to think deep too much. You know what I mean? But sage, they say, improves your memory. Sage offers various health benefits, including it's also an antioxidant and it's also anti-inflammatory. It has anti-inflammatory properties. It may support brain function, improve memory, and potentially lower cholesterol and blood sugar levels. Additionally, it could be used to soothe sore throats, aid digestion, and alleviate menopausal symptoms. So, ladies, when you get a certain age and you going through menopause, start cooking with more sage. Start making some sage tea. Start incorporating sage into your regimen. You know, along with whatever else you're going to do. You know, every little bit adds up. Every little bit adds up. And so if you're already trying to work on a problem, but you've been eating a certain herb that you've been cooking with, you're going to have some of that in your system. So if you have to take something else, when you mix the two together, you're going to get a great benefit from it. Yeah, yeah, infamous. Yeah, get spices, spices. You know what I mean? And that way. And plus, I tell you something. A lot of parasites, they like bland stuff like cheese and stuff like that, and they like sweet stuff. Parasites don't like herbs. They don't like herbs. Stuff like worms and stuff that'll be in your stomach, they don't like herbs. They don't like anything bitter. They like it to be bland or sweet. But if it's bitter, they don't like bitter. If you think I'm lying, go buy a parasite cleanse liquid. I bet it's nasty. I bet it's bitter. It's going to be real bitter. For real. Any parasite liquid you buy, it's going to be real bitter. That's what chase them out. They don't like bitters. They don't like bitters. And that's why I don't recommend the fruitarian way of eating. I don't recommend that. I recommend it for it's all right. I think it's good to eat fruit a lot, but you still got to put some bitters in there if you want to clean yourself out. That's why sometimes even the fruit is bitter, like grapefruit. That's why I tell you to swallow the papaya seeds. I'm not telling you to do it, but they say swallow some papaya seeds whole. It'll chase them out because they probably kind of bitter once they get in there. But for sure, parasites and stuff don't like herbs. And one thing about herbs will stick to a parasite. And I think they like to be stuffed and stuff they could burrow through. But I don't think they like to be enough that's gonna stick to them like no cayenne. If you ask me, if I was a parasite, I wouldn't want no. If my skin was soft, because our skin is protected. So if you put cayenne on here, it ain't gonna burn us right away. But if you had the skin like some type of worm and cayenne touched it, I don't think you'll like it. It would have to burn you. It would have to burn. I can't see how it wouldn't. I said one day, well, we don't have worms come out the ground no more. That's another video for another day. It used to be when I was young, it rained, earthworms would be all on the sidewalk. I was gonna get a little cayenne and sprinkle it on one to see, which might be cruelty. The Buddhists might not like me doing that, you know. But yeah, sage is very powerful. Very powerful. Now, another one that's really good and really powerful is peppermint. Peppermint is best for digestion. It helps your digestion. I don't believe parasites would like peppermint. I don't think they like no mint because I know if you get one thing that gets rid of lice is pennyroyal oil. Pennyroyal oil is a strong, strong mint. Just one drop will chase you out the room. And so I don't think parasites like peppermint. And like they say, peppermint is good for digestion. And of course, deworming is probably also good for digestion. Peppermint offers a variety of health benefits, including aiding digestion, freshening breath, and potentially improving focus and energy. It's also known for its ability to ease muscle aches, clear nasal passages, and even help with menstrual cramps. So, see, ladies, these herbs help with menopause, menstrual cramps, and all of that. These herbs are just super fantastic. Seriously. These herbs are super duper duper fantastic. Seriously. Now, the next one, this is a real good one. This one here, you definitely need to have this in the house. Chamomile. Chamomile is calming, relaxing. It's so relaxing. If you think I'm lying, try it. If you can't sleep, all you got to do is go make some chamomile tea. You don't even have to drink it. All you got to do is sit there because you don't want to fall asleep and let it boil and let that smell, let that chamomile smell go through the house. Everybody will be knocked out. Or you could pour you a cup of it and just sit it on the dresser by you. You if you drink it, it's even better. But I'm saying the smell of chamomile will put you to sleep. I'm saying that myself from dealing with it. If I had any type of sleeping issues and I just had to get some sleep, I would definitely make me some chamomile tea. That smell gonna knock you out. You, your husband, and all your babies are gonna be asleep. I'm telling you, you don't even have to drink it. It's something about the smell. It has a very relaxing, calming vibe to it. I don't know what it is. Without even drinking it. Same for lavender. Lavender will put you to sleep quick. Chamomile is fantastic though. As far as like relaxing, oh man, this chamomile is powerful. If you look, you know how sometimes you got a job and you come home for work and then you stay up too long. You want to go to sleep, but you stay up too long. And next thing you know, by the time you fall asleep, you're only going to sleep 5 hours or 4 hours. When you come home from work, let's say you're trying to fall asleep at 11. Make you some chamomile tea and drink it at about 9 o'clock. Drink like 2 cups of it. 3 if you feel like it. You're going to run to the washroom a couple times, get that out, and you're going to be knocked out. Your house going to smell. I don't know what you call that smell for chamomile. It's a smell. It's not a sweet smell. It's not a sour smell. It's a weird smell. It's a very pleasant smell, but it's kind of undescribable. It smells like chamomile. That's all I don't know what it smells like. It doesn't smell like a flower. It doesn't smell like a herb. I don't know what to say. But it definitely relaxes you. It just calms you down. It's really great. I'm telling you, this is something that I always recommend anytime somebody having a problem sleeping. It's the best. If you got the kind of humidifier that you could put stuff in that won't damage it, and you put chamomile in there and turn it on, oh, you're gonna be knocked out. But I don't know if you can do that, but probably get some chamomile oil. Put some chamomile oil in your little humidifier, you're going to be knocked out. You're going to be knocked out. When you smell it, it's going to put you to sleep. Yeah, chamomile. Chamomile is super fantastic. Now, last but not least, dill. Dill, ladies, here we go again. Dill helps with your cramps. Dill. That's probably why women like pickles. That's probably why women like pickles, because women love dill pickles. Even when I was a baby, they used to sell the big old dill pickles in the store, and the girls bought them the most. Research shows that dill can also reduce LDL cholesterol levels. Additionally, it is a good source of vitamin A and C, magnesium, calcium, and iron. Wow. Some studies suggest that dill is beneficial for reducing inflammation, countering stomach upset, preventing ulcers. Wow. Reducing free radicals and providing pain relief. Oh, dill is, I got to eat more dill. I didn't know it does all that. Vitamin A, C, magnesium, calcium, and iron. Wow. Who knew? It just looked like it's just a plant, It looks like it's just a plant. These plants pack a wallop, though. It's incredible. These plants, it just tell you, man, they was made for us to eat. What's the coincidence that that's the vitamins we need, and the plants got the vitamins we need? That all the minerals and vitamins we need is in the earth, and the plants is in the earth, getting the stuff out. Because we can't eat rocks and granite, and we can't eat the rocks to get the vitamins out of it. But the plants go down there, and it's like the plants go in the ground, and all these vitamins and stuff is there. Then the plants getting all that vitamin D out of that sun. But then, when you think about it, if all these minerals is in these rocks, and these rocks is breaking up to mud, that means the mud is full of minerals too. So think about this. When the plants are in the ground and it starts raining, it's making tea. Think about it. It's making tea. It's making mineral tea. So one reason our plants probably don't grow as great if we don't really feed the soil in the house, because outside probably got way more minerals in the ground than the soil you got in the house. It's probably constantly new minerals with leaves and stuff. So these plants are down in the ground. Then it rains, it makes like a mud, like a mineral mud. And the plants be drinking that. And then the sun be hitting it with the vitamin D. And then the plants take that and kick it into a mango or apple or whatever, straight nutrients out of the earth. That's what the roots be doing. Pulling them minerals out the earth helps the plant grow. Then when the plant give us food or herbs, we benefit from it. It's a great system. See? Women love pickles. Danielle, they love them. They absolutely love pickles. Love them. They love pickles. For real. They love them. And so that's the way you can get some nutrition, a nice, easy way to get some nutrition and be helping your health and get more plants into your body. Spices. Add more spices to your food instead of just salt and pepper all the time. Because you got to be careful with pepper, because sometimes pepper, I was told by an older black man that that's how he got gallstones. He was eating too much black pepper. And they started gathering together. But he probably also didn't have good digestion. But that's why I don't eat a lot of I don't eat a lot of black pepper. I eat cayenne pepper. I eat black pepper. But once I go through a bottle, once I got it full, once I use it up, I just don't run back and get any more. I'll wait a few months. And I'll switch to like cayenne. You know what I mean? You use white pepper. Okay, I got to check that out. Because that's what they say. They say black pepper give you gallstones. And boy, I don't need that. Yeah, because it's a ball. So when you eat it, it get back in there. It probably try to turn back into a ball, huh, Daniel? It'd probably be like, oh, let's get together, guys, and try to form back, You know what I'm saying? It might have like a little pepper, magnetic pepper, where pepper sticks to pepper. You never know. The earth is so amazing. It might have like its own pepper magnet, like a magnet that don't attract metal, but it attract pepper. I wouldn't be surprised, because we find out the earth is whole way out. We find out that the earth is way out. Way out. It's like unbelievable. The more they search, the more they find out. They're like, what? So that's the deal with that. I hope you all learned something from that. That's why we vegan intel over here. We bring the intel, we bring the intelligence, We bring the information that you need to know to kind of help you on your journey to transition into eating better, and also to help you if you already eat well, because they're constantly updating information. And I've been a vegan 47 years, and if I don't stay up on the new information, I'll be behind. Because when I got into it, they didn't have all this information. We had limited information. Limited, you know what I'm saying? So uh, we're trying to use plants, and we're trying to have the plant world help us. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to use nature. Yeah, cayenne pepper is really good, right? And so you know the motto: if nature didn't make it, don't take it, right? You already know. If nature didn't make it, don't take it. You feel me? So look, y'all stay positive. Make sure you go in the post and check out the beautiful food that is being posted over there to help inspire you. And pretty soon I'm going to start having you all send your best looking dish. As a matter of fact, you can do it now if you want to. Send your best looking dish. Make sure it looks beautiful. And we're going to post it here on Vegan Intel, right? And all you got to do is send it to the email. Send it to www.veganintel.com, right? Your best looking meal. And we'll post it, and we'll post your name. If you don't want us to post your name, give us what alias we want you to use. Some people don't want to put their information out there. So if you got an alias, let us know your alias, and we'll put it up there. We'll put your first initial, right? And we'll put A natural. Or if your initials D, we'll put D natural, and you know that's you, and we'll post it up there. But if you want your name because you want the credit, let us know. We'll put your name up there. You know, Joanne Natural. We'll put it up there. Put your beautiful meal up there to inspire people to cook and eat better. After a while, it'll be so many meals, it'll be incredible. So, look, you all have a good day. Stay positive all the time, you know, and vegan victory.